first McDonald's that I visited in Tokyo, if I remember correctly, back in 1998. It was just a place where people would hole up if they missed their last train, because we are so close to the Shibuya station over there, the JR entrance is over there. I'm going to take you over there in a second. But we're going to cross the street and pay homage to this business that is now gone. Of course, McDonald's is still here, but this location has some memories for a lot of people. And, you know, while this sign is still there, let's go say hi and bye. There's the Yamanote line cruising through here, and in the background you have Miyashita Park, which is now a shopping mall. It's changed quite a bit, this whole area. All right, let's go across the street now. I'm somewhat heartbroken, although I haven't eaten McDonald's in years that I remember. Look at here. Here's the staff right now. They're taking out the trash, what was remaining of the last operational day. So that could have been your trash if you ate here yesterday. There they go. The McDonald's team, the cleanup team from McDonald's, taking away some burger wrappers. Aw, man. All right, let me take you to this place here. What is most shocking to me is the blacked out name. They put like tape over it or something. It's just funny to see, right? Like this is such an institution of Shibuya, this particular store, and now it's all like blacked out. Again, I'm not a big McDonald's eater, but you know, this was it's like a public place where anybody can go and sleep. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's what did it. That could be it. Because upstairs they had 100 seats, and you know, this was open, I think it was 24 hours a day. I don't want to see if you can see anything inside there. You can see people coming out there, but it's really sad. Let me take you to the Hachiko Scramble now, show you what I'm talking about. It was just so darn close to the station, and there weren't that many McDonald's in Shibuya when I came here. This was one of them. I think the other one might have been the one that was on Golden, on what was it, on Basketball Street, which was Sentagai. That alley going over there, they have one, and I'm going to take you down through Shibuya and show you a little bit about what's gone here. How you doing, everybody? Oh man, I hate to see businesses losing it. And just a few weeks ago, at the start of November, I showed you this one. This business has been like a head scratcher, like how can we lose this one? And the answer is, it just was not. The way it was laid out, it wasn't making business. This is the Q-Front Tsutaya bookstore, or I guess you could say VHS store, because they still rented out VHS at the time. And the Starbucks, which is on the second floor there, it's no longer there. And I'm going to walk past there, and we're going to go down Basketball Street or Sentagai. I don't think they call it Basketball Street anymore. But this intersection has just changed so much. Let's look down at it right now. You can see as we zoom in with the Google Earth app. Let's play that there. We'll go down in here and then go 3D. It's really interesting to see, you know, over the years, if you've been somebody who comes to Japan regularly, this might be the place with the biggest changes. Here now, you're wrapping around here on the other side of the station. Those skyscrapers were something that was unheard of back in the day because of the Shibuya being built in a valley. It's not really good land for skyscrapers, but engineers have found a way to do it. Now Shibuya is starting to grow up, not just wide. So, you know, there's going to be even more changes over the next 2 years. They're not going to be done until 2026, I think. Hey, Michael Sassano's here, and WRX Turbo's in the house. Oh, it's getting loud. Air to the Run is here. Hey. Look at that. The Google Earth will even take you through buildings, sort of. I wish they made like sounds of like Superman sounds going through glass and stuff. but the reality is that it's still virtual software. All right, now you can take a look at the intersection live. There are live cameras here. Like I think there's a live camera up there, and if you're watching me, I guess you might be able to see me right now on the live camera. I'm waving. Peso likes to scout out those cameras. There's a bunch of them. But at first it was this side of Shibuya Hachiko Scramble that changed quite a bit. This Hikari was the first big building to come in here. Of course, we could talk about the Mark Tower, Mark City building here, but you know, it was the Hikari that really made the biggest impression. And just 2 weeks ago, was it 2 weeks ago or last week, they closed the Shibuya station to change to a new rails on the. They don't do that very often, so it created a lot of chaos there. You can see that live stream again, a historical construction stream that I did, and now we're here, and yeah, I don't come to the. I've been to Shibuya more in the last month than I have probably in the entire last 2 years. All right, let's take a look down the basketball street here, the Sentagai. Now they've got here, I guess, kind of a Cyber Monday was yesterday, and I guess there were some deals. By the way, if you're still looking for Christmas presents, let me just put this out here while I have some time. So you have like a couple of hours for our only in Japan Black Friday sale. Like everything is like slashed. I think there's only the disc on here. But if you ever wanted to get that hitchhiking Blu-ray in high definition, that's here in the cart, and you can get 2 for 30 and 1 for 20. So I think we have some stock that's available. We had some trouble with debit cards. I apologize. It's just, you're gonna have to find a credit card or a way to pay. It's all automated and it's sent within the United States. So it's a nice gift, stocking stuffer. Yes, there you go. And you can buy 2 and give 1 to a friend. Just put that out there. All right, let's go down this street and check it out here. Shout out to all of you, thank you. So this is going to Leanne in the United States. Thanks for signing up to the Postcard Club. That's the world's oldest hotel, and I'll put this in the first mailbox that I see. And Daniel, your card is on the way. I put that in the mail too. Thank you, Daniel from Tennessee, who is, I guess, still trying to buy the Blu-ray. I'll find a way to do it. It's really hard with the debit card system if it's not taking your card. But you can see that this street has changed so much. Like the businesses here, this used to be a gas panic. This used to be like really nasty clubs. But now it's changed into, I don't know, stuff that tourists would like, gachapon and restaurants and stuff like that. Things that are useful for tourists more than locals, I guess. But and it looks like they're even putting more new buildings on the left and the right here. The signal is typically quite bad. Whoa, you think Kanai would like that? That's like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer brassiere. Wow. I'm just pretend like you didn't see me do that. It's always hard to find Christmas gifts for me. I'm still shocked that there's an IKEA, or IKEA as we say in Japanese here. I'm still kind of like, what? How do they fit all that stuff in that little area? But it looks like they've torn down this building here, so something new is coming in its place. I got a feeling that over the next 2 years, these retro signs are going to be going as well. I just think that there's some massive changes coming. And down the street is where there's another McDonald's. So if you're looking for Mickey D's, and if you're American, you might be looking for that just because you're homesick. You want something different than Japanese cuisine. I get it. I was like that the first few months I moved to Japan, and it is a pretty cheap meal. But I would say to you, stop eating convenience store food. It's all processed garbage, and you're not really doing your body very good if you think that it's healthy because it's Japanese. Think again. It's fun, but you could do better. Matsuya is a really good gyudon restaurant, and this is a pretty good option. Let's take a look at the menu. I mean, you can get a bowl of negi gyudon with that ajitama, the onsen tamago, for like $3. All right. So I mean, there's not a lot of excuses to go to McDonald's or Burger King for that matter, unless you really, really, really are missing home. And if you're missing home, then I can see the value, perhaps, you know, once, but don't do it like every time. Come on. You're in Japan. You can go home soon, and if you want to, and you can eat all you want burgers. But you didn't come to Japan to eat McDonald's. Well, although they say that McDonald's Japan is better, I would say that maybe it's still the same. It's just a burger. Is it a better burger? Okay, you could try it once. You could try it all you want, actually, but like, it's just such a shame if you're eating burgers. This McDonald's, though, has an advantage besides just the burgers. Up there, you see, I guess you got to be here early to get a spot, but from that window, you have an incredible view looking down Sentagai. But you have it in an elevated view, so you can see all of the stuff happening. It's pretty colorful. So that's a pretty good thing with the view. I'm still really sad that we lost that McDonald's. I did a Google Earth of the McDonald's to see if I could try to get down there, and you can see this is what it sort of looked like back in the day. It looks like it's like closed up even in the Google Earth thing there. But yeah, it was a go-to for a lot of people back in the day, and now it's not. This location is one of those, do you know, like when you go around the cities, sometimes locals know that locations that are doomed. Every business that has been there has been a failure. And there's locations like this all over Tokyo that we know about. This location is one of them. Here, let me show you. This is a doomed location. This is Kamakura soup with noodles. First of all, it's in English like that, so you know it's going to be tourists going in there. All right, I think that's maybe their focus. Maybe that's how they stay in business. But this is also where Jackie Chan had a ramen shop back in the early 2000s, I believe. And it didn't last very long. And if Jackie Chan can't make this work, I don't know how Kamakura is going to do it. But like, it's a lot of space and the rent's got to be sky high. But Jackie Chan ramen was a thing, man, back in the day. I ate there 4 or 5 times because I felt like Jackie Chan, you can feel it in there. Jackie Chan would be eating noodles here. Probably never even ate there. But you can get your meal, and they have a ramen with, that's expensive. Maybe, I don't know how, maybe it's really good. Oh, well, okay, it comes with a beer. And it says a value set. I don't think, that doesn't seem like a value. I don't know, but Shibuya, so I guess you gotta pay for it. All right, let's walk down the street and wrap around just to see if they have any other shocks. Because every time I walk around, I'm shocked at something. Something gone. Like people walking with their smartphones. I don't look at the screen so much. This is the first place that I remember had the 10 yen stretchy cheese, but now you can find it at everywhere. The 10 yen stretchy cheese. I think I ate that like over a year ago. If you're hungry, you're looking for dinner, check out the last uploaded video on gyoza. It's starting to grow again. I can see why gyoza is beloved, these dumplings, by everybody. It's on YouTube. It's a really nice edited 12.5-minute video inside of a gyoza factory as I watch them crank out 10,000 an hour and then eat them. Not all of them, but some of them. Well, you can hear the crows. Usually they're active during the morning, but in Shibuya there's so much garbage and stuff. I can't believe that the Outback Steakhouse is still in business. Tourists are keeping this. Oh, this is always cool to check out the stickers on the side of this. There's always some new ones. Someone should put an only, no, don't put an only in Japan sticker here, then they'll come after me. There's always something interesting. Looking at the new styles and, but still, I can't believe that Outback Steakhouse still has a location here. That's really shocking to me. All right, we're gonna circle around here. I thought I would take you to Dogenzaka really quickly. Dogenzaka, right around the corner. It's like, who the heck would eat at Outback Steakhouse if you have all of this Wagyu fresh from Japan? Like, I don't know why you would eat at Outback, but again, homesick tourists that are looking for a deep fried blooming onion, I don't know. Why would you eat here? It's not even Australian. It's not even Australian, is it? It's a US business. All right, wind has picked up here. I apologize. I hope this isn't impacting the mic too much. All right, let me take you down here. Where's the Dogenzaka? I think it's on the other. Sometimes I get a little mixed up. Oh, okay, it's this way. Let me take you to the end of the street here, just show you, because I'm interested to see if there's any businesses that are out, finished here. Aloha Brand. For a lot of our viewers that have been watching for a long time, my voice is cracking, I think a little bit from the weather changes, I've noticed. Boy, look at that big vending machine bank. Oh, that's a steakhouse there. I think there used to be another business. I can't remember, cafe. I had coffee and a dessert with Jennifer back in the day. Haven't heard from her in years. I saw her the last time was the last episode of Tokyo Eye. She was we were both in the last episodes of Tokyo Eye. She was in a different episode, but yeah, at the studio it was slightly awkward. I don't know what's going on, but said hi. It's good to see her. She got to meet Leo, and yeah, wish her luck. This used to be the Taiwanese chicken thing. Now it's again another business. It's like a what do you call that? Castella cake, right? From Nagasaki. Businesses are changing hands all the time here. The Tokyo Hans is still here. This is a massive one, and it's so big that you could find just about anything, especially if you're a DIY guy. Cobra Bebop's here, hey! All right, let's walk back towards the other side. All right, this looks like a brand new building. I'm gonna cross the street. Again, no cars are coming. This is Mandarake, which is a used manga shop, so you could get used manga here. This is sort of a new location. I think this has been around for a while, but this is totally new, at least the front of the building. Yeah, it's a new building. It's the Shibuya Emerald building. There's no businesses in it yet. They've got flowers at the entrance, and oh, there's an Italian. Okay, there's already a couple of restaurants. Italian and a yakiniku restaurant up there. Sometimes you gotta look up in Shibuya because what you see at the ground level is not the same. You have to look up. You'll discover all sorts of businesses. You'll discover all sorts of businesses if you look up, and because it's so narrow, it's hard to look up. This is one of the interesting streets. All right, we'll walk up here before we head back. This is one of the interesting streets in Shibuya. There are a lot of hills in Shibuya. again, we're at the bottom of a valley, so you're getting out of Shibuya. When you leave, you sort of go up hills, but you can see this road is, yeah, and there's another one we're gonna loop around. Is a really nice one to get to know Shibuya just walking around. I never heard of the Shogun Burger. What's that? The thing with, they're promoting a Wagyu burger, and the thing with Wagyu burger, Wagyu does not make a good burger, but I think it's worth trying maybe once, but Wagyu does not make a very good burger. It's too fatty and the meat falls apart. The best burgers come from 100% US beef because it's lean meat and a little bit of the fat. It just tastes so much better than the Wagyu burgers, but Wagyu's got that mystique, I guess, right now, and it's quite popular. I wouldn't pay a premium for it though. And I'd certainly, Wagyu doesn't mean it's gonna be marbled like that, by the way. Wagyu can be A2 or A1 ranked, which the number is the marbling. Or you can even get B2, which isn't inferior, it's just different marbling. So I mean, that might be a little bit better. That's probably what they're using, and you can get it for a lot cheaper. So Wagyu cattle that have given birth, usually they lose that marbling, and it's more red meat. And so it's cheaper, and they sell that for burgers. All right, this is the street here. I might be something of an expert in the Wagyu after all of the Wagyu farms that I've gone to. This stairway goes all the way back down here, and I like to walk through here every couple of years, or maybe once a year, just to see if anything has changed down here. I don't know how the signal is, but Shibuya is not on a grid pattern. Everything is chaotically wrapping around, and it's easy to get lost, which is awesome. I think it's good to get lost here. YouTube. Oh, yes, Sam! YouTube. Hey! Thank you! Well, that was fun. Pet Paradise, that's new. And oh, this Spanish restaurant has been here. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, there you go. I love my bookkeeper from Holland. Wonderful. There you go. Thank you for the bumper stickers. It'll go on my first car. Okay, we lost a business here. So, and this pizzeria has been here for a very long time. I think this is, this used to be like a udon shop or something? Can't remember what's coming next here. Omusako rice. Okay, that sounds interesting. And there is a cafe here, which looks like something from Ghibli, which is nice. That's cool. That's cool. Murasaki Sports, which is the big Japanese sports seller that I guess would be the equivalent to like Dick's Sports in the U.S. Except I don't know. I haven't bought any sporting equipment at a sporting store in a very long time. Amazon is just so convenient. So there's so this is an Ippudo ramen too, but they're selling souvenir Ippudo ramen. And this is an rice place, which does look so scrumptious. But this is also a chain. Doesn't mean it's bad, it just means I hate those red hot dogs here. They're good in Denmark, not great in Japan. I always get sick because they put some kind of preservatives or coloring that I'm allergic to in there. I would say stay away. I don't know why they would give it. That's the one thing I won't give to kids. My gosh. This red hot dogs. Leo, stay clear, please. If you're watching this in the future, Leo, Dada got sick eating those red hot dogs when he first came to Japan. He thought it was cool. It was not. All right, let's go across Sentagai now. I think a lot of you know where I am. I think there was a Swatch store. I don't see it anymore. of course, there's a hub ale, which, you know what was funny? I watched the first season of Tokyo Vice. Has anyone seen that? Fantastic series. Watanabe Ken is in there. It's very well written, very good actors. It's loosely based on real events, okay? But what I noticed about it, the similarities, he came the same year that I came to Japan. So when I'm watching the accuracy, the historical accuracy of Tokyo Vice, it is spot on. From the cars, from that look of the mid-90s Japan. The flip phones, they didn't even have them yet. They had these PHS phones. I didn't have one back then. I still had what he had in his apartment, which was like a Docomo Hello telephone, because you had to buy the telephone number from Docomo, which was 70,000 yen, which is a lot of money for anybody. That's like over a week's salary, like 2 weeks of salary for English teachers back then, based on the exchange rate. It was just a crazy thing. I'm gonna wrap around here, take you to Dogenzaka to see if there's a signal. But the accuracy of that was just phenomenal. Like some of the shops, I don't know how they did it, but they brought back the Japan that I knew when I first came to Japan. I was living in that era with the hairstyles, the music, the looks. I could even remember the smells. So when I'm watching it, I'm like, I could smell 1998, you know? I could smell the 1999. It smelled different, maybe, but no tourists. People didn't really want to come to Japan back then. This used to be something, but it's not what it was. It's a mega. So the Don Quixote in Shibuya, I'm sure if you've been here before, know that it has moved. It really is massive. Yeah, Cobra Bebop, it's now on, I think it used to be on another station, HBO perhaps. It's on Netflix now. And I believe the second season is in production. All right, here it is right here, the entrance to the alley, and this is where we'll see perhaps a lot of businesses, the Dogenzaka area right here. The Tokyo Honten is gone. You can see that right there. They had an amazing beer garden on the roof. That's gone. Shout out. Oh, here's a post box. Okay, let's do this. All right, Leanne and Daniel, to say, I'm sorry I can't send you the Blu-ray, buddy. I'm sending you a postcard since you joined the postcard club. I don't think you have this one. This is from the scene from Shibuya, from Shinjuku, when the Mario Brothers movie was playing. I thought that was cool with the Godzilla. So that's a postcard for you. And Leanne, this is heading to you. Leanne is in Missouri. There you go. From Shibuya. Thanks for joining the postcard club. I really appreciate it. You can still get that world's oldest hotel with the autumn colors in there. And next month is going to be Yamadera, which is a beautiful place. I did a live stream there. I showed you. It's maybe the top spot for autumn foliage. You have to climb 1,000 steps to get to the top of the temple, and it's just, you like transcend through time and space, so they say. All right, we're going to make a right here, go down Dogenzaka. I like to come this way every now and then. The business has changed hands quite a bit. I can't believe Taco Bell is still in business. This has got me shocked. I did not think they would make it this long. I'm not the only one. The prices are just too expensive, and you can see I was here maybe the first couple of days, and I remember, look, there's nobody in there. There's just like one person sitting there. I don't know how they stay in business. Let's look at the menu really quickly. Beef tacos, chicken burrito. There's no dollar menu here, and I think that's the biggest problem. There's no dollar menu. That's what it's famous for. And I don't know if it's the prices or what, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to, with the exchange rate now, for you visiting, this is cheap, but I mean, for Japan, you can get a much better burrito at a place nearby. You're just paying for the fact that it's, you know, Taco Bell. It's like a nostalgic value. but the menu is just too darn small. They don't have like the normal bean burritos and stuff for $1. So I don't know how they survive. College students, people who eats at Taco Bell. Sometimes this is not the place for that. I don't know.
It was somewhere right.
I'm pretty sure that location is not going to be in business much longer. It moves, it trades hands quite a bit, and this is what shocked me. Okay, so this is where the Hotel Indigo is. This is a brand new hotel. Is this the Bonvoy app? But you can see the skyscraper up there, brand new, really convenient. This changes the dynamics of this street so much. This is a street that was old school Showa era feeling, and now we have Reiwa invading. How dare you? It's inevitable. Look, you can't protect the Showa period forever, and there's some things that not to like about Showa too. So what do you think about that? Like this brick-looking building, it definitely is Showa era, 1980s style, 1970s, late 70s look to it. But that's another thing that I like about Shibuya. You're going through different eras when you walk around here. I mean, you can tell, if you just have been living in Japan for a while, you can tell the eras that each building was, and there's more hills. This takes you up to the Love Hotel hill. You can see there's Love Hotels right up there. And if you didn't make reservations for a hotel, I recommend that you stay at a Love Hotel because they're usually open after 10 p.m. for stays. And it's pretty cheap. You get a jacuzzi. Just don't use a black light on the sheets there. Well, the sheets are probably clean, but don't take the sheets off. Bring your own, maybe. People are pretty clean. There's not a lot of, I mean, any hotel, you don't know who was in there, so come on. I guess it's just a thought that love was happening. But any hotel, love could have been happening. It's just you're pretty sure that it's going to be in that one. That this is a samurai restaurant. What is this? This looks very much like the robot restaurant, right? So I'm a little bit confused. There was talk that the robot restaurant was coming back. It never happened though. It was just like rumors. I remember talking with Greg from TokyoCheapo.com, a great site. He's a friend of mine, and we've both been, promoting Japan in our own ways. And we were very perplexed. Like, what are they doing here? Are they restarting it or what? And in the end, I guess they didn't open up the robot restaurant, and that's a shame because it had a lot of. The brand is pretty strong, but I don't know. It had a lot of appeal. The thing that breaks my heart with this scene right here is that we lost the Dubliners, which was a pub that had so many memories for me. When I did come, I used to live in Futako Tamagawa, and I would come to this pub quite a bit to meet with friends, and now it's some chain thing next to the Royal Host. They used to have live music in there. It was a good time. Now it's not. And there used to be a Moss, the Moss Burger's still here. All right, let's walk down to Hachiko Scramble. Funny to see phone booths still here. They should leave that though. That's just too classic. You have to have a few phone booths. How dare they lose the era in which I came, the Tokyo Vice era. It's funny to share the same era with that show. I'm still looking forward to season 2. I had the same kind of a relationship with somebody here, a Japanese guy here. I was teaching English, and I remember, I might have told you this story before, but there was an executive at a big corporation. I ended up working there for a little bit, which is a huge experience. But he took me under his wing, and he would get an expense account to go out and spend it at hostess clubs to entertain clients. And anything that was remaining, he would call me up at the end of the month and say, John, and he called himself Super Dragon, because after, like everybody who lives here for this long has these stories. Because after, when he went out to the hostess clubs drinking, he became a super dragon. Well, he was in his 60s, but it was fun. I remember one time he spent $3,000 on sushi and two hostess girls to accompany us. That was like, I was looking at he paid in cash. I remember looking at the cash, hold it over, I was like, oh my gosh, that could pay for my rent at the time, like half a year's rent or something. Wow, we're just forking it out for, one dinner. But that's awesome, though. So he taught me so much about the inner workings of how Japan, the business culture, how that all works. And it is quite complicated. And, I try to pass that knowledge on to you. But the thing is this, okay? And I had somebody ask me about like working and stuff. And he taught me a lot about how people also get jobs in Japan, how the kids are lazy. And this is like 15 years ago, so not a lot has really changed. We just got lazier, maybe? I don't know. But by working at this big corporation, I also got a chance to really see how the inner workings of Japan, the corporate setting is, and I learned right away that's not for me. I'll stick to, I didn't stick to teaching English for very long after that, but the hostess club thing was something that I felt very uncomfortable with. I didn't know how to act. I didn't understand it. I wasn't like I was having a hard time finding girls. You're in Tokyo. You have to have some guts to talk to people. That's it. But hostess clubs is more for business, and there's other purposes for it, like showing that you want to entertain somebody, you want to give them a good time, and I could talk on and on about this, but I think I'll save it for another time. But the hostess clubs, I mean, they're still around. I don't know how successful they are, but for him, he was a university graduate of Waseda. So every Waseda University graduate is connected to Kabukicho. So how does Kabukicho stay in business? They stay in business from graduates from Waseda, because a lot of the shops, at least back in the day, they used to give Waseda students like big discounts on drinks or for free, or let them come in and have some fun, with the promise that when they got big jobs and became executives, that they would be true and remember Kabukicho. And a lot of them went back to Kabukicho, like my friend, my senpai did, and and he told me about it. He goes, look, the reason I come back here is because I'm a Waseda University student, and when I was a student, I had places here that would, give me huge breaks, and they always said, look, we know you're going to come back, so don't forget us, and I never did. This fruit shop is where you're going to get, they usually have, the square watermelon's out of season, but the strawberries are in. The white strawberries will start coming in maybe in a month or so. Do the hostesses have husbands or boyfriends? Some of them do. Some of them try to separate their lives. Some of them are single mothers trying to get by. Some of them have had tough breaks. Some of them, there's all different reasons why people become a hostess. I talked to so many of them. I remember I was in Shinjuku at Kabukicho at a hostess club. We often went to Ginza, not to Kabukicho. We went to Ginza as well because he had a connection there. He had a bottle. Actually, my friend Greg, Life Where I'm From, has a video about how they keep the bottle of liquor for the customers. But he also had a bottle at a really nice place in Ginza. This was the high scale, very expensive place. And then there was the places in Kabukicho, which are lower scale, a little bit seedier. But we're still, I couldn't tell what was the difference between the girls that worked there. In Ginza, they wore more kimonos, like really stylish. And it looked like Kabukicho was more like a casual, I guess you could say. Different styles. So we would go to Ginza first, and then take a taxi to Kabukicho. And I would just go along. I'd miss the last train sometimes, and I would stay at that McDonald's or McDonald's to the first train. A couple of times I walked home, and this is why, I'm really impacted by the loss of this McDonald's here, because on nights like that where I was out, I didn't have time. I didn't have a corporate budget to pay for the taxi. Once or twice he gave me ichiman yen to get a taxi home or something, but it was very rare because it was all like needed receipts for the business and stuff. So I would just, usually we would be done drinking around 2 a.m. and then yeah, I'd only have to wait for 3 hours for the first train, and so I would just walk around, or a couple times I walked home, and yeah, I live pretty far away. So let me take you to that McDonald's across the street here. So this is how close the Hachiko Scramble is. It's going to definitely change over the next couple of years, including the new Tokyo department store, which is going to be a massive skyscraper. Hachiko statue just over there. That's a cherry blossom tree in the spring, blooming so pretty. And I remember filming up on the 20th floor, looking down on here. So there's a bunch of vantage points that are really nice. There's a platform up there at the top of the Tokyo Plaza. And then there's that corner that everybody knows. Michael, you can't instruct me to go to Hachiko. You have to, you know the drill. Go to Hachiko. Why would I want to cross the street and go all the way over there? All right, I'm gonna take you up the street here. I almost always avoid the entrance to Hachiko there. I come in through this entrance every single time because few people know about it. There's an entrance right on the corner here. So I avoid that side of the station. I stay on this side of the road. There's an entrance into the Shibuya station. I never go in through the main entrance there, ever. I avoid it. Like, it's just too crowded. There's an American Eagle on the right, which is new. And so close is that McDonald's. And I'm really sad to see it go, because there were early memories of this same thing, the stories that I'm telling you. It's gone. And if I put my life together, this would be a place that in 1998, 1999, I don't think I ate that much here after 99, but it's been here since then, and now it's all blacked out. And we end where we started, right back in front of the McDonald's of I don't know when it came here, probably in the 80s, this location has been a McDonald's. There's still McDonald's. I took you to one that's in operation. They're still here. It's just that this location was special. If you were here during the Halloween, this is crowded with Halloween goers. It's just kind of sad. And then you can see that there's locals that are going by here pointing to the McDonald's and saying, "Oh no." So it comes as a shock to a lot of people. It comes to a shock to me that just across the street there's still an Ion Eikaiwa. Right? I can't believe that's the company that I came into Japan teaching English with, the children's division called Amity. I love that job. I mean, I'm glad I didn't work teaching adults through the McDonald's of language schools. At least I had some flexibility, and kids are much better than adults to teach. But they do smell a little bit, kind of dirty, kids. But we had fun. I'm still shocked that they still have a location here. People that catch me doing the live stream, they usually can hear me talking as they pass by, and that's how they know it's me. They could hear my voice. That's funny. They got these stickers from somebody walking by. He just gave it to me. I wanted to give him a "You Found Me" card, but didn't have time to do. He was out of here. I always come out through this exit. Right there. The secret's out. Right there. Nobody's coming in or out from there. It's just such a secret entrance. And this is where Cody and I, if you watch the gyoza episode, this is where Cody and I had our gyoza right there at this shop. We were the first customers in. Cody's so cool. If you haven't already, Ramen Guide Japan, check out his Instagram. It is just full of amazing pictures that make you drool. Yeah. And this episode, if you haven't already, do check it out. I'm going to change the thumbnail pretty soon. It's not doing too well, but this story is maybe one of the best that I've ever produced. It will definitely make you tear up a little bit because this story is, I think, something that you need to learn about with regards to what happened. And I think all the Oppenheimer stuff that came out, a lot of content on this came out and it sort of drowned out what was a really great episode. Got lost in a lot of content. So I got to change the title and stuff. All right, we're walking to the other side just really quickly to end this thing here. Cobra Bebop, have you been to the new Toramon Station and Zabudai Hills area yet? That just opened about, last week? So I haven't been there yet. I was gonna take you a couple of days ago with Leo. Oh no, I was gonna take you on Sunday. I was gonna be meeting up with another YouTube creator, and the rain. He has a son as well, and the rain kind of put a damper on things. I'm so glad that they do preserve this alley here. I'm glad that they didn't get rid of that. But because of the rain, we couldn't hang out. I haven't seen him since the pandemic started and finished. But we promised to try to meet up again, maybe after the holidays. The question is, can you guess who that creator could possibly be? All right, just gonna walk through here real quickly, because I'm curious myself to see how this has changed. That's hilarious. The chat knows exactly who it is. That's hilarious. You guys are pretty darn smart. Some good detectives here. Two extremely busy people. Very hard to hang out. I think this is a neat place to eat. It's new, touristy, but kind of fun. If you've got some guts, you'll go here. And this is where I used to eat. Over a decade ago, I remember doing a really good NHK show here. So this is it's still very local, and they ask you not to film and not to enter. So inside of here, I can show you from here. Inside of here, there's another alley, and they've preserved this area quite well. And I think if you are in Tokyo, don't be intimidated. Go down in there. There's one, I think it was called Kinoko, mushroom. And the lady in there, the lady of the shop, has been doing it for decades, and she's super nice. And she makes all the food. It's all homemade stuff. And you're sitting shoulder to shoulder, mostly with locals, because it's an intimidating place for a tourist to go in there. But everyone's just so friendly, and that is kind of the old spirit of Shibuya. You know, if anybody, I don't know if there's any signal here, but if anybody remembers Kevin Cooney, Tokyo Cooney, from back in the day, one of the original Jay Vloggers, the guy he pretty much inspired me to get on YouTube. We spent so many hours trapped in. There's the entrance here. It says don't film in there.
I'm a big fan.
Oh hi, how are you?
Right now.
Hi.
Oh hello.
Your wife, Kanai.
Oh hey, yeah, okay, I'll tell Kana you said hi. Yeah, here you go. Oh, that one's smashed up there. Sorry.
That's all good. It's my first time in Tokyo, and I.
Oh really? Here you guys go. Well, thanks for.
We watch
We
your
watch your YouTube.
Say hello to Kanai from
Oh, we will. Yeah.
your son.
Okay, I'll see you tonight. I'll tell you guys to say hi.
John, do you mind if I just take a quick picture?
Oh yeah, sure.
Thanks, John.
Where are you guys
I followed
from?
all your tips. I'm from Malaysia, but we came from Australia.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Been
great.
watching all your videos even before you changed your channel.
Wow. That's changed a lot, hasn't it? Good to see you guys. Yeah. Thanks for stopping. That's nice. That's really nice. I was always wondering, sometimes people are waving at me. Wait, do you think, hold on a second. Do you think that putting this sign will stop people from doing graffiti? The answer is yes, because there's nobody who has done graffiti on it yet. So it's sort of working. Interesting. So I've had people waving and I stopped waving. They're not always waving at me, so I stopped waving at people who wave at me because I don't know who they are. So sometimes I won't wave back. I was like, "You waving at me? Me? I don't know you. I'm not gonna wave back. It's embarrassing because sometimes I'm wrong." That's nice. I'm so happy people came up and said hi. I love that. All right, everybody, what was supposed to be a short episode is now a sunset episode. As the sun sets pretty early here, around 4:45. It's a little bit dark here. But there you go. We're losing older businesses, but new stuff comes in its wake. And I think that's always part of Tokyo's, the way this city has always operated. It's always been a city of change, a city that is continuously upgrading. And there were times during the 1990s and 2000s where that was not the case because of the economy was bad and they kind of kept things a little bit stale. But since tourism is back, and in particular in Tokyo, there is a lot of money here, you're going to see more and more things change. I bet you in the next 5 or 6 years, we're going to lose this building here, and we're probably going to lose Ichimaru-Q might change. It's just not enough space to accommodate the growth of Tokyo. And you can see right behind the Ichimaru-Q, the brand new building that we just walked past. Again, it's like another something new on the horizon on the Tokyo skyline. It's that Hotel Indigo. I don't know if that's where it's staying at as a result, but it's new and it's right off of the Dogenzaka alleyway, which is a pretty cool place to walk through. So yeah, there you go. I'm gonna end the live stream saying goodbye to all the people walking through here. But I want to say thanks to all of you because you've made this year really fun. Next week I'll be out of here. I'll be in the United States. I'll be outside of Tokyo and for almost a solid month. That's the plan. I might have to come back for work. I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna sort of miss this place. But I will be back in Japan, of course. In December, we'll be doing some live streams from home. Kanai's gonna join me. We might do some like podcasting type stuff, talk about issues about Japan. But in general, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out of here because I'll be back. It's nice. It always feels good to return. Yeah. And then here I go through my secret exit. Exit stage right. To stage left. Down. Nobody knows. Well, she knows. Mata ne.